Canada has told it will enable the U.S. issuance instance versus Huawei's head execution to go striker, but the trial must do a definitive judgment. The U.S. wants Meng Wanzhou, Huawei head finance official, to stay test on extortion consisting scam related to the estimated infringement of sanctions regime on Iran. Ms. Meng was detained in Canada in December at the decree of the U.S. China's legation in Ottawa told it was extremely satisfied in the judgment. They duplicated Ms. Meng's detention policy harassment and named for her produce. The top-profile arrest has soured relations among China, the U.S. and Canada. U.S. authorities registered nearly 26 extortion versus Huawei, the planet's other greatest smartphone manufacturer, and Ms. Meng in January, in an official query for her issuance. The extortion involved banking scam, obstacle of judiciary and identity theft of technique. Huawei and Ms. Meng include both of rejected all the concoction. Canada's Judiciary Division had before Friday to solve if or not the issuance instance will begin in Canada courts. How judgment is relying on if the query done in the requirements of the US Canada issuance contract, and could not be rejected if so. An issuance listening is not a test nor does it provide a sentence of fault or virginity, the Judiciary Division told in a declaration on Friday declaring it was authorizing the issuance trial in the instance of Ms. Meng to begin. If a man is eventually issued of Canada to person proceedings in else nation, the person will include a test in how nation. In a declaration, Ms. Meng's defense crew told they were frustrated by the judgment in the person of the policy environment of the U.S. extortion and in the wake-up of comments done by the U.S. CEO. Donald Trump card has 2 times offered he would stand up in the U.S. Judiciary Division's instance versus Ms. Meng if it would be domestic safety interests or assist reach a trading transactions in China. Our customers maintains how she is harmless of any offense and how the U.S. proceedings and issuance constitutes an misuse of the processes of act, they told. Ms. Meng is now out on collateral in Vancouver and will stay so time trial transactions are by path. She is following plan to seem in the UK Columbia High Trial on March 6, while it will be affirmed Canada has given the credibility to begin in her issuance to the US. Her issuance listening will as well be planned at how period. The judgment is yet an previous move in the trial. If a magistrate is happy in the testimony introduced for the issuance listening, he or she will permit the person be devoted for issuance. The Judiciary Secretary later decides if to letting the man to the U.S. Ms. Meng does include avenues to circulation through the trial. In several uncommon instances, issuance cases include drawn on for above 10 years. Ms. Meng's detention furious China officials, who urge how she has not disrupted any laws, and led to a growth in tactful tensions among China and Canada. Canada says it is just next the guideline of law in the instance, but how has not appeased China. 2 Canadians are believed to include been arrested in retribution for Ms. Meng's detention. Former diplomat Michael Kovrig and entrepreneur Michael Spavor were both arrested in China in medium December on accusations of damaging domestic safety. The instance could as well wheel up tensions among China and the US, and affect the company's world extension efforts. The U.S. alleges Huawei misguided the U.S. and a world banking on its relation in 2 subsidiaries, Huawei Unit USA and Skycom Technology, to hold industry in Iran. U.S. CEO Donald Trump Card's authority has restored all sanctions regime on Iran remote by a 2015 nuke transactions and newly superimposed though more stringent measures, affecting oil supply, navigation and banks. It as well alleges Huawei tippet technique of T-portable utilized to testing smartphone strength, as impeding judiciary and making cable scam. In all, the U.S. has laid down 23 extortion versus the business.